Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay. Is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us begin. Just 27 students have joined the lecture, but I think I'll start now because we are in the fag end of our lecture syllabus, okay, and our semester. So I don't think we should keep waiting each lecture for 5 minutes. Okay, so I'll start. By the time the other students join, just let me give you a brief overview of what we have studied in the last lecture. So in the last lecture, we had started with the fourth unit, okay, which is part of the second section, and that is impact of jets. Now, in that, I gave you a brief overview of how electricity is produced using different methods, such as using or by building different power plants, such as hydroelectric power plant, thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, okay, or by the help of wind turbine or solar panels. Okay, so in all these power plants, one thing common is, okay, that we rotate a particular turbine which is attached by a shaft to a generator in order to produce electricity. Okay. Now, in the other power plants such as thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, etc., what we do is we heat the water, okay, and convert it into steam. And due to the action of that steam, okay, the turbines rotate, producing electricity. But in a hydro power plant, what we do is we use the force of water or the energy of water which is falling from a great height, okay, in order to rotate the turbine, okay, and in order to produce electricity. So that is the importance of this lecture. Now, okay, we are going to consider the following cases of impact of jet, okay, while we are studying this unit. So there are two important headings under impact of jet. One is A, that is force exerted by the jet on the stationary plate. That means when a jet or the jet of water falls on a plate, okay, which is stationary or which is not moving. And second is the B part, which is force exerted by the jet on the moving plate. So for example, if the plate is not stationary, okay, and the plate can move after the jet of water is impinged on it. Okay, so for example, the plate has moved from position 1 to position 2 after the jet of water strikes on the plate. So that is our second case, or the B case. Now in each case, A case and B case, we are going to study three types. Okay, that means when the flat plate is held normal to the jet. Okay, second, when the flat plate is held inclined to the jet, that is water jet, and third, when the plate is curved. तर आपण या दोन्ही केसेस साठी, okay, stationary plate आणि moving plate. So for both these cases, we are going to study the same three types. First is when the flat plate is held normal or perpendicular to the jet. The second, when the flat plate is held somewhat inclined to the jet, and third, when a plate is curved. Now in the last lecture, we had seen the first type of the first case. That means for case A, we had seen the first type when flat plate is held normal to the jet. Just let us go through it. Okay. So this is a pipe at the end of which a nozzle is attached, so that the water falls out, okay, falls out of this nozzle with a very high velocity. That means in the form of a jet, and this jet of water strikes a plate which is vertical, okay, which is vertical and which is held normal to the jet. So you can see the direction of the jet. Sorry. You can see here the direction of the jet and the direction of the plate, okay, in which the plate is held. They are both normal to each other or at 90 degree to each other. Okay, and as you can see, this vertical plate or the normal plate, it is stationary. That means it cannot move. So we had assumed, let capital V be the velocity of jet with which the jet strikes the plate. Let small d be the diameter of the jet and small a be the cross-sectional area of this jet of water. Not of the plate, keep in mind. Okay? It is the diameter of the jet. Small d is the diameter of the water jet and small a is the cross-sectional area of the water jet. Okay? Then some important points that we considered was the velocity with which the jet travels is capital V, and hence the jet is going to strike the plate with an absolute velocity, that is capital V. And after the water jet strikes the plate, as the plate is stationary, the plate is not going to move. But what is going to happen to the jet after it strikes the plate? It is going to get deflected along the plate. It is going to get deflected along the plate. Now, mass of water jet striking the plate per second. As I told you in the last lecture, mass of water jet striking the plate, let me denote it by m, per second will be equal to, now mass is nothing but mass density into volume upon second. So mass is nothing but mass density into volume. Now mass density into volume upon second. Now volume upon second, we know it is discharge, that is capital Q. Okay, and we have another formula for discharge, that is area into velocity. Now here velocity capital V is the velocity with which the water jet is traveling, small a is the area of the jet, and rho is the density of water. So this is what we have studied in the last lecture, and then proceeding further. So the force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction of the jet is, now if you have watched the last lecture again, you will know that we are going to study this chapter keeping one principle in mind, that is the impulse. Please mute yourself, whoever it is. Rule number 32. Do not unmute yourself in between, otherwise I'll remove you from the meeting. Keep that in mind. So, I have already told you in the last lecture, we are going to study this unit keeping in mind the impulse momentum principle. Now, what is impulse momentum principle? Impulse momentum principle states that the impulse acting on any object, okay? For example, this is the object and the impulse is nothing but the force. So the force acting on any object is equal to the change in momentum, okay, of that object. Okay, it is equal to the change in momentum. Now, what is momentum? Momentum is nothing but mass into velocity, and change in momentum is nothing but initial momentum minus final momentum, mv1 minus mv2. Okay, here m will be constant, that is mass will be constant, v1 minus v2. Now, here m will be nothing but your mass of jet striking the plate per second, that is rho av. Your v1 will be the initial velocity of the water jet in the direction of the plate, and your v2 will be the final velocity of your water jet after it has struck the plate. So are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is rho av into initial velocity. Initially, before striking the plate, the jet is traveling with a velocity capital V, right? I'll just show here the plate. And this is the jet. Now, initial velocity is capital V, and after the jet strikes the plate, it gets deflected along the plate. So the final velocity of the jet in the direction of the plate after it has struck the plate is 0. म्हणजे direction of the plate मध्ये ओके फायनल वेलॉसिटी काय आहे जेटची 0 आहे कारण की ती डिफ्लेक्ट झालेली आहे ओके सो इट इज 0 सो द फॉर्म्युला फॉर इम्पॅक्ट ऑफ जेट ऑन स्टेशनरी फ्लॅट वर्टिकल प्लेट इज capital F is equal to rho a v square. Okay, so you can ask now, this is what has been taught in the last lecture. I was just taking the revision of the last lecture to bring you up to the point to this lecture. So any doubt here?
सर जर प्रेशर जास्त असेल तर मग प्लेट कट होऊ शकतो ना सर?
We don't worry with that. Okay, आता प्रेशर जास्त असेल प्लेट तर कट होणार, जेवढं प्रेशर वाढेल तेवढं प्लेट कट होण्याचे चान्सेस होणार, बट दॅट इज नॉट अ डोमेन नाव इन द इम्पॅक्ट ऑफ जेट. ओके, आपण असं अज्युम करूया की आपली प्लेट एवढी स्ट्रॉंग आहे की त्याला कितीही फोर्सचं जेट त्याला कट करू शकत नाही, असं अज्युम करून चालत. ठीक आहे, या युनिट पुरतं तरी. In the next unit, that means in the 5th unit, we will study how a turbine is selected, how the plates of a turbine are selected, how they can be protected from the jet, from the corrosive property of the jet, that we are going to study in the 5th unit. So for now, that is in the 4th unit, we will just assume that the plate is indestructible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other question? Okay, if there is no other question, let us proceed to the numericals. So we'll see the numericals on flat vertical plate. So a jet of water 75 mm in diameter issues with a velocity of 30 meters per second and impinges on a stationary flat plate which destroys its forward motion. Find the force exerted by the jet on the plate and the work done. So, as I do in while solving every numerical, before showing you the actual solution, okay, we first discuss how the solution can be found out depending upon the numerical or the question. So, what is given here? A jet of water 75 mm in diameter. So, this is the pipe. This is the nozzle. Nozzle काय करतं? पाईपचं डायमीटर कमी करण्याचं काम करतं at the mouth. Okay, so this is the nozzle, and this is the water jet which is falling out of the nozzle, and it has a diameter of 75 mm. Okay, and it impinges. Impinges means it strikes on a stationary flat plate. Okay, it is going to strike on a stationary flat plate which is going to destroy its forward motion. कुणाची forward motion destroy करणार? It is going to destroy the forward motion of the jet, water jet. That means the forward motion of the jet in this x direction is going to be destroyed after the jet strikes the plate. Why? Because the water jet is going to get deflected at 90 degrees. And we have to find the force exerted by the jet on the plate and the work done. Now, what is the formula for force exerted by the jet on the plate? It is rho a v square. Correct? Now, the density of water. What is the value of mass density of water? Yes?
1000 kg.
Just 1 second. Okay, so the value of density is 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay. Okay. So the density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. What will be the area? Area इथं कशाचा आहे? प्लेटचा आहे का जेटचा आहे? What will be the area here?
Jet.
Okay, it will be the area of the jet. And what will be the value? Formula pi by 4 d square into what is the velocity with which the jet is traveling? It is 30 meter per second. So it will be 1000 into pi by 4 into d is 75 mm or 75 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole bracket square, because I have converted mm into meter into 30. So what is the value? What is the answer? Okay, 3976.07. Answer has been told by roll number 67.
Sir, 132.54.
Sir, 132.53.
132.53.
132.53. Okay, unit will be always Newton. Force the unit caste hai?
Yes.
Newton. So 3976.07. One answer is 3976.07. The other is 132.53. So any other student has got the answer?
So 132.53 is the right.
Okay, 132.53 is correct. So
स्क्वेअर
let
येणार
us
सर तिथं 30 ला स्क्वेअर येणार ना सर तिथं
30 la.
स्क्वेअर येणार ना सर तिथं
Oh, sorry. Yes, it will be square. V square. Okay, so it will be 30 square. Sorry. So let us check the answer. Now, before checking the answer, can anybody tell me the second part of the question, that is, find the work done by the jet on the plate. What is the work done by the jet on the plate? Can anybody tell by common sense?
Force
Pressure.
acting on
Pressure.
No, what is the work done? Value which are to me? I'm asking about value. What is the value or what is the
Zero.
amount of? Huh?
0.
Yes, it will be 0. Why? Because the jet has struck on the plate, but the plate as it is stationary, it has not moved. So as the plate has not moved, the work done by the jet on the plate is 0. There is no work done. Okay, so the correct answer is 3976.2 Newton. Here I forgot to add the square for 30. Okay, so roll number 67 has got the correct answer. Okay, proceeding. Okay, so that was the numerical of on impact of jet on stationary flat vertical plate. If no one has any questions, any doubt, okay, we'll proceed to the second type, that is impact of jet on inclined plate. So is the slide visible to all?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So impact of jet on stationary flat inclined plate. So as you can see here, instead of a vertical plate, okay, which was normal to the direction of the jet, here the plate is inclined. That means the jet will strike the plate at an inclined position. Okay, but when we find out force, always keep this in mind. Okay, force, you should know one thing about force is force always acts normally. Do you know this point? Force on any object will always act normally. Do you know this or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. If the object is in this form, any force is going to act on it in this manner. If it is horizontal, force is going to act, because force is always going to act normally on the surface of the object. So here, the problem here is Okay. The jet is striking in an oblique manner on this inclined plate. So what we have to do is, first we have to find out the normal force. Okay, this is the normal force or the actual force which is acting normally on this plate. Okay, and then we have to find out this force in the direction of the jet. Now here, let capital V be the absolute velocity of the jet as always. Let A be the cross-sectional area of the jet as always, and let theta be the angle between the jet and the plate. Okay, so this angle theta, it is the angle between the line of action of the jet and the inclination of the plate. And this inclined plate, it is stationary. That is one more important point, and it is flat. That is another important point. Now, some important points to consider. So the figure in the previous slide shows a jet of water coming out of nozzle and striking on a plate which is inclined at an angle theta and is stationary. So this jet is striking here. This is the angle theta, which is the angle of inclination of the plate, and the plate is stationary. The velocity with which the jet travels is capital V. But as the plate is inclined, the jet does not strike the plate normally. Okay, the jet is not going to strike the plate normally, okay, or head on. And as the plate is stationary, the jet gets deflected along the flat plate. Okay. In this case, we will consider the force Fn which acts normally on the plate. So what are all the points discussed? The plate is inclined, it is stationary. Okay, and the jet which is traveling with a velocity v, it is not going to strike the plate normally or perpendicularly, but it is going to strike the plate in an oblique manner, and after it strikes, it is going to get deflected along the plate. Why? Because it is stationary. The plate is stationary. Okay, and for this purpose, okay, let the force in the direction of the jet be Fx. Okay, for our convenience, but we cannot directly find out Fx. That is because this force is in an inclined manner. We have to find out the normal force first, that is Fn. So first what we are going to do, we are going to find out the normal force Fn, and then we are going to find out Fx. So consider this is the jet. Sorry, this is the green colored is the inclined plate. The jet is striking, which I have shown in the form of the arrow. The angle between the two is theta. Okay, the velocity of the jet is v. Okay, now if we consider this velocity v, okay, as the velocity of the jet, then what we have to do is we have to find out its two, as it is a vector quantity, we have to find out its two components. Okay, so what we have done here, as v is a vector quantity, जर इथं v असेल तर आपण काय करतो, त्याचे दोन कॉम्पोनेंट फाइंड आउट करतो. ओके, now for example, this is the angle theta. So the component nearby to the angle given is always the cos component. Okay, and the other component is obviously the sine component. Similarly here, what I have done is I have divided this velocity v in two components. That is, one is the sine component, other is the cos component. Now, here the angle is theta and the component nearby to the angle will always be the cos component. And this will be the sine component. Okay. Now, you can see here that this v sine theta component is acting normally to the plate. So this v sine theta component we will use while finding out the normal force Fn. And how to find out the normal force, that we'll see in the next slide. So this is the plate, the jet is striking. This is the angle theta. Okay. And this is the normal force which is acting on the plate. Okay. And this normal force will have again two components. Okay. As it is a vector quantity, it will have two components. कुठले कुठले components असणार आहे? एक तर आहे त्याचा एक vertical component आणि दुसरा आहे त्याचा एक horizontal component. Okay. Now, if this is the angle theta, if this is the angle theta, this here will also be the angle theta. Okay. And the component nearby to this angle will be the Fn cos theta, and this will be the Fn sin theta. Okay. आता Fn cos theta horizontal आहे, म्हणजे हे जे जेट आहे, जेटचं अँगल ऑफ ओके लाईन ऑफ ऍक्शन जेटची कशी आहे, हॉरिझॉन्टलच आहे. मग आपण ह्याला काय करूया, Fn cos थीटाची आपण त्याला काय देऊया, कॉम्पोनेंट देऊया, विच इज नथिंग बट इक्वल टू Fx, and Fn sin theta will be nothing but equal to Fy, that is in the y direction. So let us see. Sorry, this is the angle theta here. Okay. This will be Fx in the horizontal direction. This will be Fy in the vertical direction. Now let us find out the formula for impact of jet on stationary flat inclined plate. So the mass of water jet striking the plate per second, it will be rho AV as always. Okay. I don't need to always tell you how we have found out rho AB. Okay, if you still have doubt, you can see the previous lecture or even this lecture when I upload it, to how the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is equal to rho AB. Next, the force exerted by the jet on the plate in the direction normal to the plate. म्हणजे जसं मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, आपलं काम काय आहे, what is our work, we have to find out the force in the direction of the jet, but for that first we have to find out the normal force. Okay, so for that purpose first we are finding out the normal force. Fn is equal to mass of water jet striking the plate normally per second into initial velocity with which the jet strikes minus final velocity. Now, what was the initial velocity? Here it was something v sin theta. Okay, as we have seen in the animation before, this is the velocity v, and here we had two components, v sin theta and v cos theta. Okay, so this line of action is the line of action of normal force Fn. Okay, and for this normal force we have the initial velocity with which the jet strikes as v sin theta. Are you understanding this or any doubt? Should I explain it again? Yes, should I explain it again or should I proceed?
सर अजून एकदा सांगा.
Yes, anyone else?
Yes.
One time is
Okay, so let me explain it again. This is an inclined plate. Okay, and this is the direction of the jet. Okay, velocity is v. Now, as the jet and plate both are meeting each other at an inclined position, we cannot directly find out the force, because this is not a normal force, and we always know to find out the normal force. जे पण अपन force find out करतो, जो भी अपन force find out करते हैं वो कौन सा रहता है? वो normal force. So in this case, first we will have to find out the normal force, which is this force Fn. So if we find out the normal force, we can find out this Fx force, that is force in the line of action of the jet. But for that purpose, while finding out this normal force, we cannot directly take this value of velocity. So what we do is, we again take two components of velocity. One is in this direction, that is v sin theta, and the other is this v cos theta, because this is the angle theta. So for this normal force, now we have a velocity v sin theta, so we can directly find out now the normal force. And when we find out the normal force, we can find out the Fx, that is force in the direction of the jet. So mass of water jet striking the plate normally per second into initial velocity minus final velocity. So see, Fn, that is normal force, is equal to mass of water jet rho av आहे ते घ्यायचं into initial velocity. Fn च लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ही आहे, वेलोसिटीची ही लाइन ऑफ एक्शन कुठली आहे? v sin theta. So we will take the velocity in the line of action of normal force as v sin theta, and the final velocity is 0, because after the jet strikes the plate, as the plate is stationary, the final velocity of the jet will be 0 in the direction of the jet. In the direction of the jet, it will be 0. So Fn is equal to rho a v square sin theta. Now here we have found out the normal force in the direction of the jet. But what we have to find out is the force Fx, that means force in the actual direction of the jet. So I'll proceed to the next slide. Component of the force of the normal force in the direction of the jet is Fx. Why? Because as we have seen in the animation, this is Fn. This is, let me just show you a bigger diagram so it will be easy for you to understand. This is theta. So this will be Fn sin theta. This will be Fn cos theta. Now Fn sin theta is horizontal, which is nothing but the direction of the jet. So this will be nothing but Fx is equal to Fn sine theta. But Fn, what is Fn? Fn is nothing but rho a v square sine theta multiplied by sine theta. So Fx, that means force in the direction of the jet is rho a v square into sine theta will be sine square theta. So this is the value of Fx. Next is component of the normal force in the direction normal to the jet. म्हणजे Fy find out करणार मी, that is vertical direction च. So it will be nothing but Fy is equal to rho a v square sine theta into the other component which is the cos component, cos theta. So Fy will be equal to rho a v square sine theta cos theta. So what we have done here is we had to importantly find out Fx, that means force which is exerted by the jet on the plate, okay, in the direction of the jet. But as this jet is meeting this place in an inclined position, we cannot directly find out its force. For that, first we have to find out the normal force which is acting on this plate, that is Fn. Now the velocity striking with the jet is striking with a velocity v. So for that purpose, we divide this velocity, normal velocity, into two components, that is cos component and sine component. And here it will be, for this Fn, it will be v sine theta. Now this normal force, as it is meeting normally but is in an inclined position, we can divide this normal force into two components. One is the vertical, one is the horizontal. Okay, this is the angle theta, and hence this is nothing but Fn cos theta, sorry, Fn sine theta, and the component next to the angle theta is Fn sine theta, Fn cos theta, sorry. Okay. Now this horizontal component is nothing but the component which is in the direction of the jet, that is x direction. So our Fx will be equal to Fn sine theta. Fn is nothing but rho a v square sine theta into sine theta, that is rho a v square sine square theta. And component of the normal force in the direction normal to the jet is, okay. Now for in the direction normal to the jet, आता direction normal to the jet काय आहे, vertical direction. Okay, direction of the jet is horizontal, so the direction normal or perpendicular to the direction of the jet will be vertical direction, and त्याचा component काय आहे, Fn cos theta आहे. So this is the value of Fn, rho a v square sine theta into cos theta. So the value of force in the direction normal to the direction of the jet is rho a v square sine theta cos theta. Okay, have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I cannot make it any simpler. Keep that in mind. ह्याच्यापेक्षा सिंपल मीही सांगू शकत नाही. Okay, or you can go and search even on YouTube. The thing will be as easy as this explanation. Okay, so I hope everyone has understood this, because now we'll proceed to the numerical. So is the slide of the numerical visible to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So a jet of water strikes with a velocity of 35 meter per second a flat plate which is inclined at 30° with the axis of the jet. If the cross-sectional area of the jet is 25 centimeters square, determine the force exerted by the jet on the plate and the components of the force in the direction normal to the jet. Components नाही इथं फक्त component, the component of the force in the direction normal to the jet. So just by looking at the question, we will see what we have been told to find out. So this is an inclined plate which is stationary as of, but obviously this is the jet which is striking with a velocity of 35 meter per second. Okay, and this flat plate is inclined at 30° with the axis of the jet. So this arrow denotes the axis of the jet, and the inclined plate makes an angle of 30° with the axis of the jet. Okay, so theta is equal to 30° here. The cross-sectional area of the jet is 25 centimeters square. Just convert it into meter square. And next you have to determine the force exerted by the jet on the plate. So we have to find out the force exerted by the jet on the plate. That means we have to find out Fx. Okay, कारण की jetचं line of action कसा आहे in the x direction. And next we have to find out the component of the force in the direction normal to the jet. That means we have to find out Fy, because Fy is the component of the force in the direction normal to the jet. And in order to find out Fx and Fy, first we have to find out the value of Fn. Okay, so let me just take this example in the form of explaining again what we have learned, so it will be easy for you to understand and even solve the numericals. So okay, now this is the velocity v is equal to 35 meter per second. Now what we have to do, first we have to find out the normal force. For that we have to find out the components of velocity, right? We have two components of velocity. This is the angle theta which is 30°. Keep that in mind, it is given in the question. Okay, and the component nearby to this angle will be v cos theta, and this will be v sin theta. So it will be v, that is 35 into sin 30°. What is the value? What is the answer of v sin theta? (35) into sin 30.
17.5.
Yes,
17.5.
17.5 meter per second. Okay, आता इथं v cos theta शी आपलं काय एवढं घेणं देणं नाहीये. Okay, we will not trouble ourselves with finding out v cos theta. Just find out v sin theta. Now, after you have found out v sin theta, we will find out the normal force. What is normal force? Normal force is in the line of action of V sin theta, and it is acting normally to the this plate. And what is the formula for Fn? It is rho a V square sine theta, not sine square theta, it is sine theta. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Area is 25 centimeter square. When I convert it into meter square, I get 25 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. Into velocity is 35 square into sine theta, which is sine 30. Okay.
$1531.25.
1531.25.
Yes, sir.
1531.25, sir.
Okay, so it is 1531.25 Newton. Now, okay, we'll just check whether the answer is correct or not. Now, we have found out Fn. Sorry. We have found out Fn. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to find out its two component. One is the vertical, one is the horizontal. The horizontal is known as Fx, the vertical is known as Fy. Now, this is the angle theta here. So, Fx will be nothing but a sine component. So, Fx will be Fn into sine theta. And Fy will be nothing but Fn into cos theta. Okay. Fx will be nothing but the direction of the jet. So this will be the Fx, which is horizontal, and this will be Fy. That means direction perpendicular. So you can now easily find out Fx and Fy. Fx आणि Fy कसं find out करणार? Fn आपण already find out केलेला आहे. Okay, so just substitute the value of sine theta. Here also Fn cos theta मध्ये Fn आपल्याला already माहिती आहे. We'll just find out the value of cos theta and we'll get the answer.
Fx equal to 765.62.
Fx is
765.62.
and Fy is
1326.10.
So let us just check. Force exerted by the jet, rho a v square sine theta. So the first answer that you got is correct. Fn, that is normal force, is 1531.25 Newton. Next, the component of the force Fn. First is the Fx, or the horizontal component, that is Fn sine theta, which is 1531.25 to sine 30, which is 765.625. Is this the answer that you got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Fy is 1326.1 Newton. So is this the answer that you got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we have finished with the two types. Okay. Just let me show you what type we have studied. So I'll just rub everything. So today we have studied when flat plate is held normal to the jet and when flat plate is held inclined to the jet. These two types we have studied today. Okay, and we have even solved numericals on this. I have already sent you the notes of it. You can go through the notes. Okay, and any doubt you can ask me. Now, in tomorrow's lecture, we are going to deal with when the plate is curved, not when the plate is flat, but here the plate are going to be curved because the maximum number of plates of turbines, okay, almost all the turbines have plates which are curved, okay, and in this curved plate example, we are going to see three types. That means first when the jet strikes the plate at the center, then next we are going to see when the jet strikes the plate at one end and the curved plate is symmetrical, and second when the curved plate is asymmetrical. These three types we will be studying tomorrow. So please, today only 48 students I can see here. It is a very important chapter with regards to your syllabus, with regards to your end semester examination, with regards to the gate examination, etc. Okay. So please be present, everyone. And after we have finished with this, we will start with the second case, that is B case, that is force exerted by the jet on the moving plate. And when we study the remaining three types, our fourth unit will be over. Any questions, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll keep the lecture open for 2 minutes in order for anyone who has to ask question, and then I'll end the lecture. Okay. Those who want to leave can leave.